All right, and we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vays, coming to you live this Friday morning, US time, on what used to be tax day, or actually, that was yesterday. But, let me, forgot the audio. There it is. But tax day in the US has been extended, well, because of COVID, among other things. Anyway, crazy things are happening in the markets of crypto. So let's go straight to the charts. The internet wasn't working very good up on the terrace, so I decided to do this indoors, and we'll probably be back out there tomorrow. Still in Turkey. Turkey had some news. We'll probably talk about it on our show Monday with Jimmy Song and hopefully Giacomo Zucco. Right, let's go to the charts, guys. Let's go to the chart, see what's going on. I've been tweeting about Dogecoin all morning. It's kind of funny, but the first things first, priorities. Let's look at the price of Bitcoin. So the weekly chart of Bitcoin is not looking ideal for the weekly candle. I was really hoping this candle would close as a bullish candle. This is now a bearish candle. If I had the tone Vays volume, that's not the tone Vays volume, which I never made public actually. But if I ever make the tone Vays volume public, there it is. You can see the red volume spike, and that means that it is a bearish candle. Why are there two of them? I guess that volume is the tone Vays volume. I actually don't know why there's two of them. Why are there two of them? Maybe I hit it twice. Anyway, we don't need that volume. So it's not a great looking candle, but the week's not over. We can still rally from here, and that's why we're going to the lower level time frames. Here's the daily time frame. I was looking forward to catching the next MRI top, but it looks like we're not going to get it. The next candle, unless we rally all the way to a brand new all-time high daily close tomorrow, we will not have a daily MRI top. It just will not show up. It's just how the MRI works. So we are resetting everything and gearing up, for what's next. Another leg to the upside. Here's the 4-hour chart. I continue to underestimate my own indicator. This MRI top became a lot more critical than I originally anticipated. I really thought this would be a 1 to 4 candle correction, and then we would start our path to the upside. It's a similar, underestimation I made on the daily chart with this MRI top, thinking that this would only be a 1 to 4 candle correction, and then we would start to go to new all-time highs. This turned out to be a much deeper correction into the next set of moving averages before going to new all-time high. This is all fractals. In case you guys don't know what fractals are, please Google them. My master's thesis in financial engineering was actually on fractals in financial engineering. And right here, we have a 4-hour fractal to that, where we hit the first moving average. It bounced us. We were starting to approach new all-time highs, and then we failed, and we now bounced off the next moving average. Now the daily chart was able to bounce off that next moving average to new all-time highs. Let's see if the 4-hour chart does the same. I don't like this red star. However, I remain optimistic that this support line of the MRI will hold. That's a really good question, the aficionado. Tone, you say that Bitcoin is decentralized and free market, but the funding rate seems to dictate pretty much most moves in Bitcoin. How can we get away from this? Well, you can't. That's why we use the funding rate to our best advantage. The funding rate shows you overvalued markets, but if you look at the funding rate right there, we just flipped to the downside. And that is a bullish sign. We have not flipped to the downside in a long time. Oh, this is the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart is not as critical, but the last time we flipped to the negative side was April 9th. What happened April 9th? Oh, there it is. April 9th, right there. And we set our path to the new all-time high. So I really like the fact that the 4-hour chart has finally flipped negative on the funding rate. The funding rate shows you, overzealous bulls. Eventually, there's nobody left to buy, and the market's correct. Just like eventually, there's nobody left to sell, and the market's reverse. All right. So looking at this 4-hour chart, I am optimistic right here that we are going to go back to the upside. GBC premium continues to get absolutely annihilated. It's the ETF is badly needed, but I still think that this GBC premium will level out because no one should be buying into the trust at the moment. As a Bitcoin maximalist, I prefer the term shitcoin minimalist. As a shitcoin minimalist, how do you feel about Doge? I'm laughing at I find the situation very comical. Let's look at the Doge chart. Thank you, TradingView Blockchain, for letting me know that the last time I looked at the Doge chart was on February 1st of this year, and I don't remember looking at it. So, man, did I really look at it back on February 1st? Let's also pull up the Ethereum charts because people have been asking me about Ethereum. We have the Ethereum daily chart, which I last looked at back in March. And we have the Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart, which I also last looked at it back in March. Oh, did I open that in No, it would have been fine. Okay, Doge, Ethereum. Wow, this is an old. So where's my Doge Bitcoin chart? I have no other Doge chart. I have Doge USD chart. How about that? I can swear I had the Doge versus Bitcoin chart. Man, this is old. Doge has been around for a while. Oh, it's been around way longer than this. What's going on? Where's my data? All right, let's change it. Let's see what we got on Doge. So we have Doge. No, Binance is not old enough. Shit. So where the hell do I look at it? Poloniex? I may have to go to Poloniex, guys. Without Doge Bitcoin on Poloniex. Oh yeah, let's see Doge Bitcoin on Poloniex. Doge is older than Ethereum. That's the weekly chart. We're of course going to pull up the MRI. I don't want to create another chart, but let's go to the daily. Well, there was a buying opportunity based on the MRI on March 31st, and you've done extremely well if you bought here. You would have bought the low. Not the all-time low, but you would have certainly bought the low. And yeah, the MRI top's coming. It's coming. It's coming in 3 days. Can Doge hit $1 in USD? It probably could. All right, so this is the Doge versus Bitcoin chart. Let's rename it. And we're going to need Doge versus USD chart. So Doge, USD. I have to go to Poloniex again. Doge perpetual futures contract. Oh no, it's not Poloniex. Doge USD calculated by TradingView. That works. It just gives me the history of Doge. There we go. Guys, we are bullish on Doge. I mean, what do you want me to say? MRI top coming in 3 days. So on Sunday, we can very well see a $1 Doge. By the way, speaking of Doge, if you have not seen this video, it's an absolute must. This video used to have like 100 views going into like 2017 or something. And I pump this video every year, and it now has 28,000 views. Google Doge Party 2014. I was there. I can't believe I'm not in the video, but I was there. And I used to make fun of it, saying, if you think your shitcoin is more popular than Doge was in 2014, you are insane. Maybe Ethereum can claim they were ever more popular than Doge. Nothing else can ever claim that they were more popular than Doge, because you did not have these kinds of parties. Watch this. Can you guys hear this?
Symbol of wealth and prosperity for centuries.
Hold on.
Wall Street, where titans of commerce speculate on the economic fortunes of the world.
Can you guys hear this?
Where tourists flock to visit the financial
Yeah, I think you guys
center
can hear it.
of the U.S. economy. Just 100 feet from the New York Stock Exchange, the Bitcoin Center has opened its doors. Inside, a new financial culture is emerging.
From 2014, guys.
So the idea behind the Doge Party was it was basically a celebration of Doge, a celebration of Dogecoin, and really a celebration of the online community that sprung up.
That money seems to be based upon a so-called meme. Well, here's a dollar bill. And there we see the eye on the top of the pyramid. Fiat money is also based on a meme.
It's kind of strange that you can make up money and that it has intrinsic value. It makes fiat seem stranger every day.
So after the holidays, I came back from Christmas and basically saw on the internet this thing was taking off. So I checked it out. Never really been into cryptocurrency before.
That's like growing really quickly. Like that's
So these kids are probably double the age now.
He told us about this new idea.
It's been 7 years.
And then it like talked about it. We're like, oh, I guess we'll invest like $1 or $2, and then it was like $10 or $20. Now we're building like a mining rig in his house.
So are these yours?
Yeah, these are lots.
Yeah, well, I want to get into mining. That's the thing. I want to get a machine so I can mine my own coin. Yeah, I'm trying to get my own rig.
I definitely like the idea of being able to help people with these coins that I got them just by running my computer. Why not share them, you know?
I got enough coins that I can buy random stuff whenever I want. You know, I bought this thing.
So the Doge Party was at the Bitcoin Center, or they call it the New York Bitcoin Center, which is basically something that.
What do you think about Doge, dude?
It's the future.
It's the future. We got the future. All right, cool. You're a developer. You like Doge?
Yeah.
You own any Doge? I doubt it.
I got 10,000.
Do you?
Yeah, but not.
I wonder if the guy still has 10,000.
Tell us about the clock.
Well, it's how you know when you're going to reach the moon.
So the Doge is gonna go to the moon like Laika?
We're all going to the moon.
We're all
All
going
of
to
us
the
are
moon.
going to the moon.
And we're gonna fuel the trip with what?
With generosity.
And
And
the Doge.
Doge.
All right, I just want to say I love it. I love Dogecoin so much. Dogecoin to the moon and.
Easier.
All right, unexpected direction.
This is, okay? This is the
applause for founding something that's difficult to do.
You know, there are a bunch of people from Occupy Wall Street who came, which we were like totally down with. I think Justin was like a little bit more vocal about trying to introduce.
All right, I'm coming to the end here. It's too good.
Where the after party is.
The after party of the moon.
To the moon! 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 All right, go to the fucking ball and stuff. All right, this way. Down with the ball, up with the Doge. Down with the ball, up with the Doge. To the moon! To the moon! To the moon!
Technologies built on the blockchain are like definitely the future. I think they're going to revolutionize everything. And that's one of the reasons that I'm so interested in Dogecoin is
it was a piece of vandalism. Yes. They sculpted the ball in 1987. Yes.
I still haven't found the photo of the Shiba Inus on top of the Wall Street Bull. But like, I'm super excited to see that. Yeah, no, the parade, I had a great time in the parade.
All right, so like the amount of fanfare Dogecoin had in 2014 reached comical levels. No other shitcoin has ever reached these levels. And it's actually hilarious that Dogecoin is actually going to reach $1, considering there was like 100+ billion Dogecoin. And on CoinMarketCap, it's going to probably go to number 3. It'll probably pass Ripple and it'll probably surpass Ripple and Binance Coin to go to number 3, and it may challenge Ethereum. And what does that say about, you know, ridiculous projects like Polkadot and Cardano, like the creators of these, I don't know, the czars of these centralized blockchains, as I like to call them. Like they're sitting at their office, right? And like some people have to be calling them and saying, how is Doge ahead of you? It's gonna be like comical, because everyone knows Doge is just a meme, but it also says that Doge is more relevant than things like Cardano and Polkadot and Litecoin and Chainlink, and well, Bcash is out of the top 10. People keep talking to me about Monero. Monero is number 30, and it's gonna keep trending down because nobody cares about Monero. I'm sorry, guys. People care about Cosmos more than they care about Monero. And I don't even know what the hell Cosmos is. People care about Bitcoin SV more than they care about Monero. And we all know what that is. All right. Quick peek at Ethereum price. So Ethereum versus Bitcoin is back up doing well. Looks bullish to me, but that's probably because no one can use Ethereum anymore, so they're just hodling it. So what else is going to happen but the price go up? Ethereum is going to lose its utility because there's competitors, including Bitcoin's liquid network. All right, that's almost it. Let's look at the traditional stock markets. S&P is bullish, but hey, here comes the MRI top. If I was holding S&P 500, I would be considering getting out because the MRI top is coming on Monday, so it's a good time to get out. Gold is bullish. I remain bullish on gold. Like I told you guys, I think gold bottomed right here. I still have a bunch of my gold coins, and one of these days I'm going to sell them. I'm an idiot for not selling them earlier and putting it all into Bitcoin, and especially silver as well, but I will. The condo in New York is up for sale, and once that sells, well, I'll have nowhere else to store my gold and silver, and it will have to get sold. And NASDAQ, new all-time high as well. I want to glance at the dollar. Waiting for the MRI. Beautiful top call with the MRI on the US dollar. That's a bottom call on the US dollar, and it's a weekly MRI buy as well. I'm sorry, it's a weekly sell MRI on the dollar. So that's a bit of a contradiction. Look at that beautiful buying opportunity on the MRI. And that's a sell on the weekly, but it's a buy on the daily. The weekly is more important, so I would hold off on buying the dollar right now. We should also keep an eye on coin. I still think coin will have a 50% correction. And so far, we only had about a 30% correction if you look at the peak, because the peak happened first. You can tell from the 1 hour chart. The peak happened first, and then we dropped about 27%. Ideally, I like doing it from the opening day's candle. This is the opening hour's candle. But even if we go on the open, it's 18% correction. I would not be buying into Coinbase yet. I would stay patient. All right. That is pretty much it for me, guys. Keep an eye on your live chat. Back to Bitcoin for a minute. Look, I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. I don't think we topped. I still think we can reach 70,000 plus in Bitcoin before the summer. So I remain bullish on Bitcoin, and I remain fully invested in my GBTC shares, because that's the only way I can invest in Bitcoin while avoiding the tax man legally. And that's how I do it. All right. Tone, can you briefly explain the different colors on the Bitcoin funding rate indicator chart? Yes. So one of them is the difference between the futures price and the perpetual price. So one of them is the difference between the futures price and the perpetual price. And the other one is the actual funding rate that you have to pay in order to take that side of the market. I honestly forget which color is which, but I'm sure you could get that. All right, hold on. Need a sip of water. I'm sure there was details in the indicator somewhere, but I always forget which one's which. I really need to write my own, but I'm being lazy about writing code. Tone, when do you consider selling part of your trading position? When I feel the market has topped, and I don't feel it has topped yet. I feel that we still have more upside. I think we still have more upside. Look, my daily is going to reset, but my weekly is still bullish. I want to see this triangle make a peak in the $80,000 range, and that's where I think we'll top. So I'm still bullish. That's why, look, I have no reason to be scared. Look at the moving averages, or as Tyler liked to say, consensio. The price is above all three moving averages, and this is only a 7-week moving average. It's not even a major moving average. I moved my triangle. There you go. Okay. So when I feel uncomfortable with my Bitcoin long position, I will sell it. But for now, I remain bullish in the market. All right, guys. The mempool has been overly congested. So a little tricky right now, but the weekend is coming. I would use 20 to 25 sat per byte transactions, and I expect those to clear by Monday. Okay. If you need it cleared in the next 24 hours, you may have to use 100 sat per byte transactions. All right. That is it for me, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you all on